What up, cappers? Gamblers? Winners. If you run with me, winners. What up, salahoots? What up, mama? It is Saturday, June 10th. Feels like a good day to make some money. Been hot lately. Hit my plus 502 parlay yesterday. I had $200 on it. Cavs, Indians, Dodgers. I also had $200 on the Cavs straight up. Made $1,348 yesterday. Made $682 the day before. I'm up $2,066 in the last 2 days. The bag is straight fire. My action today is a plus 233 three-game parlay. I got the Nationals, Red Sox, and Cardinals, putting $250 on that. But my main focus is on the Belmont Stakes, which I'm very excited about. Sha! It's a monster card. Let's go through the action right now. First off, there's some things to know. One, there's no Triple Crown on the line. Always Dreaming, who won the Kentucky Derby, is not running. Either is Cloud Computing, who won the Preakness. And Classic Empire, who may be the best 3-year-old of them all, who ran so courageously in those two races, came fourth in the Derby and then second in the Preakness. He is not racing either. They found an abscess on his right foot, so he is being scratched. So there are 12 horses in the field. Now there might be 11 because Epicharis, the Japanese horse, has a right foot injury, but they say he's ready to go. There's 12 horses in the race. It's not a particularly strong field. It is the longest race 3-year-olds will run in North America this year. It's 1.5 miles or 12 furlongs. And you would think because it's such a long race that horses that close would do well, and that is not the case. In the Belmont Stakes, the pace is slower. So these horses that come from the clouds don't have a real fast pace to run at. Usually the winner of this race stays close to the pace and doesn't come from the clouds. Now, the 3rd place and 4th place finishers are always the horses that come from the deep closers, but they never come up for 1st and 2nd. So let's go through all the horses today. We're going to go through all the colts, starting from the favorite down. First off, the favorite is number 7, Irish War Cry. He's at 7-2. He was in great position in the Kentucky Derby. He was half a length out with with 1/8 of a mile to go, and what happened? He ended up losing by 16.5 lengths. Can he not go 12 furlongs? His dad Curlin could. He's trained by Graham Motion, a great trainer. Graham will have him ready. In his last 4 races, 2 were superb and 2 were awful. Now, Irish War Cry has the best speed figures of anybody in this race. That's why he's the favorite. But I am not betting him. When you can fade the favorite, you can start making real cash in horse racing. I'm not betting Irish War Cry. The second favorite is number 11, Epicharis, at 4-1. He's dealing with a foot problem. His line may go up. He is trained to go long. I will tell you why I don't like him. First off, his trainer, Kiyoshi Hagawara, has never brought a horse to America. Epicharis had to be quarantined before he got here and after he got here. He's only run 5 races in his life. The Japanese, they don't care about dirt horses. It's a turf horse sport for them. They don't care about dirt horses. So until a Japanese horse comes over here and wins on dirt, I will write them off every single time. Epicharis is not on any of my tickets, except for maybe a tiny one where I'm taking my horses I like to the field. Next up is number 6, Looking at Lee, at 5-1. Now, Looking at Lee is a tough horse. He will be the only horse that will run in all the Triple Crown races. He comes from way back. As I said off the top, deep closers don't win the Belmont. They may try to keep him closer to the pace, which is something he might not like. I like other closers better. I love Senior Investment, the 8, and I love Multiplier, the 10. Yeah. So in that last race in the Preakness, the closers were coming, and Looking at Lee wasn't even the fastest. It was Senior Investment. Senior Investment blew past him, and Senior Investment lost more ground during the race, ran wider. Okay, so those are the top 3 favorites in the race, and I don't like them. When you don't like the top 3 favorites in the race, and you are right, which I'm not sure if I will be, but if I'm right, I'm going to be rich. Now, this is a horse that I like the best. Number 2, Tappert. Now, he's tied. I like Tappert and Senior Investment the best. Tappert is at 6-1. Now, if Epicharis' numbers go up, Tappert's might go down. But we have finally come to a horse I like. So Tappert is the son of Tappet. And Tappet horses do incredibly well in the Belmont Stakes. Tappert came 2nd in the Kentucky Derby, and he had lots of excuses. He skipped the Preakness to come to the Belmont fresh. That is exactly what Destin did last year. He was another son of Tappet, trained by Pletcher. Destin came 6th in the Derby, skipped the Preakness, then lost the Belmont by a whisker. Tappert's last 2 races were filled with excuses. He is bred to go long. He is fresh and ready to fire. He's going to be a few lengths off the pace in a great position, and I love him. I think he's going to be there when it's all said and done. Next up is number 3, Gormley at 8-1. After Mastery got hurt in the San Felipe Stakes, this was the weakest group of California horses in years. I wrote them all off, so I was surprised when Battle of Midway came up for 3rd in the Kentucky Derby because I didn't think any of the California horses would. I would be shocked if Gormley does anything. I don't think he can run 12 furlongs, and I'm completely cutting him out of my action. Next up is number 12, Patch at 12-1. Patch is the one-eyed darling of the Kentucky Derby. In the Derby, he got the 20th post, which is such a difficult position to be in, but it's even more difficult when you don't have a left eye. He couldn't see any of the horses to his left, and that is happening again. He drew the outside post again, the 12. He's not going to be able to see any of the 11 horses. That's very difficult. He is the son of a Belmont Stakes winner, Union Rags, a great horse. Now, Patch ran great in the Louisiana Derby, but he only has 4 races under his belt. It's a really nice story, but I'm leaving him off my tickets. And then we come to the horse that I absolutely love, number 8, Senior Investment at 12-1. I love this horse. He keeps getting better and better. He's trained by Kenny McPeak. McPeak knows how to get horses ready for the Belmont. He trained upset winner Sarava, who won the Belmont out of nowhere. He is a New York trainer, and he's going to have Senior Investment ready to rock. He was so wide and so far back during the Preakness, and he still got up for 3rd. And he was running way past the wire. He's 1 off short rest. I think he might get bet down a bit. I think he might go down a bit from 12-1. But if it's anywhere near 10-1, hammer Senior Investment. The next horse that's also a closer, not quite as deep as Senior Investment and Looking at Lee, is Multiplier at 15-1. And he could be a threat in this race. I like him better than Looking at Lee, who's at 5-1. Multiplier was 6th in the Preakness, but he was flying at the end, just like Senior Investment. He was a photo out of 4th. He's a very dangerous horse. I will be using Multiplier in some of my exotics. I'll be putting a triactor box together with Multiplier, Senior Investment, and Taproot. Number 4, J-Boy's Echo, is the next horse, 15-1. He ran a Triple Bear in the Gotham Stakes last out in New York. Triple Bear, March 17th. So the only person with speed figures better than J-Boy's Echo is Irish Warcry. When he threw down that Triple Bear, he beat Cloud Computing by 3.5 lengths. Cloud Computing came back to win the Preakness. So after that incredible race, he ran terribly in the Bluegrass. And then in the Kentucky Derby, nobody seemed to like him. I had him on my exotics. He went off at 47-1, and he looked awful. Lost by 23 lengths. I am staying away from J-Boy's Echo. Number 9 is Meantime. So he hasn't been in any of the Triple Crown races. We haven't seen him. He's 15-1, and he will try to go right to the lead, and he's got Mike Smith on him. Now, he lost to a great horse in Timeline last out, only lost by 3.5 lengths, but he just broke his maiden on April 22nd, and now he's in the Belmont Stakes. He's never run further than 1 mile and 1/8. Now, he's going to get to the lead, and he's going to hold it for a while, but I don't think he's going to hold it the whole race. So there's 2 more long shots. There's number 1, Twisted Tom at 20-1, and number 5, Hollywood Handsome at 30-1. I think they will be outclassed. I'm going to have nothing to do with them. So I will be hammering number 2, Taproot, and number 8, Senior Investment. I will be boxing them, playing them to the field, throwing them in multipliers, or throwing Multiplier in the triactor box, and then I will be using them, just those 2 horses, on all my pick 3s and pick 4s. So if either of them come in and I'm live, I'm rich. If you're betting on Bet365, it's a little different. Taproot is plus 600. But the Europeans have been hammering Senior Investment, so he's only at plus 700. Morning line 12-1 here in America, and over there it's no good. It's 7-1. But still, 7-1 is a good number. So there are other big races on the card. Race 5 is the Ogden Phipps. I can't wait to watch Songbird. Man, she 12 races in her career. She's won 11 of them. She only lost to Beholder in the Breeders' Cup in November. Champion Beholder. That's the only time she's ever lost, and that was by a whisker. First race of her 4-year-old season. Sometimes 4-year-old mares come back and after taking a big break and they kind of are disinterested. Judging by Songbird's training time, she's completely ready to rock. I'm going to do a straight exactor, Songbird, who's the number 5 to the number 7, Karina Mia, straight exactor. In race 6, the Jaipur, I like number 4, Green Mask at 7-2. In the Woody Stevens, I like number 3, Recruiting Ready at 6-1. In race 8, the Just a Game Stakes, I like number 1, Dickinson at 5-2. I just watched her beat Lady Eli, and it was absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan of Lady Eli, and watching Dickinson get Lady Eli at the wire was very impressive. Race 9 is another great race to make money. It's the Met Mile. I'm fading the favorite Bob Baffert horse, More Spirit. Going to fade More Spirit, which gives me lots of opportunity to make money. I love the number 12, Awesome Slew at 6-1, and I love Tom's Ready, the 8 horse at 15-1. Last year on Belmont Day, Tom Reddy ran absolutely incredible. Looked like a Ferrari coming into the lane at the end. Rosario just put him right in position, and he won going away. It was absolutely gorgeous. Race 10 is the Manhattan. It's the race right before the Belmont, and it's a very tough race. I hope my pick 4s and pick 3s are alive. We just watched World Approval look amazing 3 weeks ago in Preakness, and World Approval is going off at 3-1, but there's lots of dangerous horses in that race. So I'm taking Tappert, the 2, and the number 8, Senior Investment in the Belmont Stakes. Let me know your action. Hit me at Jimmy the Bag. And let's make this money, man. Let's make this cake. So have fun. Enjoy the Belmont Stakes. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!